4 months after running over this CIGS solar panel with a truck, does it still work? Oh my goodness, okay. I let this panel hang off the back, flopping around, running one over with my dad's truck in the dirt, causing all types of marks, allowing oxygen into the panel. In most cases, it would be a matter of time for the panels to fail. Can you tell which one is the one I ran over? I knew it was a risk I was taking because Bouge RV took a chance on me, giving me an $1,800 system to make whatever YouTube video I wanted. Visible damage. I really wanted to do something special. After having the first panel they gave me for a few months, I could see that it's very durable. After some research, I found out that these were mass produced 10 years ago for the military. I've yet to find anyone that's tried, but it's said that these panels can take a bullet through them and still produce power. It took me so long to figure out what to do with these because they're stick-on, and I did not want to stick a panel on the outside of my van, but I'm so glad I did. With a lot of patience and thinking, I came up with the compromise of extending them off the back as to not remove the first panels I installed, the silicone panels, and take advantage of the durability of the CIGS panels that I can walk on, unlike the silicone panels. Know that hanging them off the back isn't going to cause any sort of damage. Now I realize they're a lot like sound deadener that I put inside the van. The problem I used to have where rain made it hard to even concentrate or hear the TV is gone. It's quiet. The rain sounds good now. This is today. Finally, a good sunny day. Panels are working great. This is the whole week. Today, the panels peaked out at 230 watts. Yesterday, all the way up to 285. When there's like partly cloudy, sometimes you'll get a higher peak. They get a break, and then all of a sudden when the sun shines on them, they peak out, and then it slowly goes down, if that makes sense. Here you could see we had clear sky, consistent sun the whole day, the best day of the whole week. Well over a kilowatt of power. In the summertime, I produce over 2 kilowatt hours a day. This is 400 watts. Two 200 watt CIGS panels. To show you something that I was gonna shoot earlier, but then I couldn't. In too much pain and I didn't want to move. That 200 watt panel that I ran over hooked up as a 400 watt array. Nice, it stayed connected so far today. It maxed out at 222 watts. Right now it's doing 190 watts, 2 p.m. The historical data, it was cloudy. This is today, it's gonna go up, up, up. The two 200 watt panels. My 350 watt silicone array, that one's doing 165 watts, not too bad. 100 watt, 200 watt panel. 13 3/4, 25 1/2. Don't have to worry about it breaking. This aluminum piece is a door threshold. I'll put a little reinforcement on the brackets. Wind keeps blowing my panels over. If somebody steps there, dangerous. It is designed this way for a reason. If I back into anything with this, it's gonna be easy to fix. These aren't silicone. CIGS, copper, indium, gallium, selenide. Feels like there's about to be thunder.
We had to put plastic bags down so we didn't prep for. I lived so long to prep for rain, and then all of a sudden.
You can see the raindrops. Got another one for you. For the onions. And I don't want it yet. Oh my goodness. Woke up in Waimea Bay. The new Bougie RV MPPT has a graph. You can see on the graph which days were cloudy because the panels didn't produce as much power. I want YouTube to be my job. I need enough electricity to be working on my project and get my video out because I like to post every Friday. But at this point, 1450 watts of solar panels is not gonna be enough. Positive note, it's 90 degrees outside here at the beach in Malibu. Here in an air-conditioned van, I still have over 50% of my battery left. All the panels are out there, and even though it's cloudy, I'm still producing power and the percentage isn't going down very fast. Around midnight, I'll go plug in again. About that. I've been telling people that I like where I plug in, places that you can get water. They're burning my spots. Water places are getting shut down. Plugs are getting covered up. Find a good plug or a good water place to poach some water. Don't tell anybody. They're gonna blow up your spot. Rain sound is so much more pleasant now that I have the panels. I put Dynamat, some sound deadener. When it would rain, it would be like tinny, and now it's quiet. I used to think, how am I gonna get work done? When it would rain hard, it would get so loud. Now, it's louder over there, not above me. It feels so good right now, just being in my little shelter, raining out there, and the waves are crashing. Chips and salsa is a meal. Bean dip and cheese.
And adding effects or, you know, any kind of editing app, and it works pretty well. Play ahead and kind of move. The same thing goes for viewers. Again, Zoom, they're out, so it works. The scroll white line, and I
Had so much back pain. Couple weeks have been tough. I woke up in so much pain. I'm not sure what to do. I get a little better. Many steps forward and then some steps back that are so painful. The most progress felt the best I've ever felt in my life. Even my parents could see I'll be answering all these questions on Jeopardy. That's why I know I'm on the right path of everything I'm doing that's helping. I'm in new territory right now and it is painful. I'm not getting videos out on time. Work on the van and all the things that I want to do. It kills me having to tell myself or remind myself. Every time I'm doing other stuff, it's time that I'm not working on this problem right here. And this problem is all that's important. I haven't ever had a real life. Go places with my friends and like they'd stop inviting me to stuff. Looking at me like, what's wrong? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Because even on a good day, I'd be in pain. Doing weird stuff like this, and people are just looking at me like, what's wrong with Dave? Even if I wanted to explain to somebody what I was going through, there was no name for it. I've never had anybody get it. Even doctors that help me a lot, they look at me puzzled. Feeling much better at the same time in some of the worst pain I felt in a long time. I went to physical therapy. I got 2 MRIs, took a picture of almost the whole back, but for some reason they only gave me approval at physical therapy for the low back. Never done low back work before. Those exercises are why I'm in so much terrible pain now. The low back's built up, holding things in place, straining so bad and just doesn't know what to do. Starts hitting the nerve wrong, stuck in this weird place where I know I could get past it. I need to like do different work, getting the nerves not meshing wrong. It could just go back. I have to constantly be vigilant and hold my shoulders in the right place and do the exercises every day. I work so hard on it and it still happens this time around because I do feel different. I've had this pain in this lat and I used to not be able to even feel where it's coming from. Now, like pinch in there and feel like the trigger point. This is very new. Feel that whole lat. The whole lat in there. I can feel how it's all messed up in there, which reminds me, one of my friends that when we were out would look at me and be platonically touching my back. She's looking at my back. She was like, no, you need to go to the doctor. Something's wrong here. I would tell my parents all the time. At that point, I was like 30. There was no Obamacare. I had no money. I've never had money ever in my life, despite being a pretty industrious person. Keep going like this all day and it gets better. And then eventually, yesterday it was around 2. Eventually I start to feel it go into place. But in the morning, oh man, it's so painful when I wake up. I've learned to relax. The reason why I was going through so much pain is because I just kept pushing, getting up in the morning, going to work, feel bad about it. Sleeping in every day is because like that was the only way I could feel good. I don't feel bad about it anymore. It's helping and I'm getting better and I really see a light at the end of the tunnel. Today I go to the chiropractor. Hopefully he could do something. Catch-22. I don't think I would be going through this much pain if I had the money, but I also don't want to have to go to a masseuse to feel good. But I think that it's an essential part of this manual therapy journey. I can't do all the manual therapy myself. Somebody else has to touch me that's skilled, can dig into these little spots, something going on here, and then fix it with their fingertips. That's what I read about years ago. And I found one over at Rosita and Parthenia. I haven't gone to them yet, but they do medical massage, trigger point therapy. Oh, did you hear that? That's what I need. Instant release of pain. Oh, I can't do that if it's not relaxed. Gotta be very gentle. Because if I overdo it, I could end up getting more inflammation.